nice, you know. Okay, ciao ciao. Ada. Okay. What's going on is my YouTube stream. Seems that Kik is working. YouTube probably getting ready. Okay, that's working. Cool stuff. Hello. Hey, Adib. Hello. Allah bakar, Martin. Kako ti gadījās? You is a programmer. I'm pretending, yeah, that I am. I know a little bit about computers. Hey, hello. Is the Rode Streamer X working well for you? Yes, but few times I had kind of camera freezing on me. That's it. Did you vote MacBook N3? No. Hello, Vadim. Hello. So, generally yes, but do you do tutorials? Not really. Hey to me. Hello. No, I do not do really tutorials. I have nothing against tutorials. Tutorials are fine, everything is good with them, but I don't know, that's just not content that I'm making. There are so many already great tutorial creators. I like Hacking with Swift, for example, Paul Hudson from Hacking with Swift. Amazing guy, great tutorials. Sean Allen, amazing tutorials. I don't know, I just think that we don't need endless amount of channels who are making tutorials. That's it. Is snow go away? Its weather is horribly bad. It's snowing, but it's melting as well, so I don't know. It's kind of coming and melting. Use developer for iOS. Yes, I am developer for iOS. So, what do we do today? I am planning to do a little bit of programming. We'll see how that will go. I don't mind to just catch up with everyone, have chat, and we can talk about whatever you like. But generally I plan to do some programming as well, so we'll see. Ice Rain, yeah, exactly, that we have, yeah. Why someone tagging from YouTube? Currently we're streaming on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Kik. So that's what's going on here. Do you work for company? Yes, I do. I'm working for company as consultant, I'm working for myself, also I'm creating content. So, mix of everything. How I like SwiftUI, it's better. Which switches do you recommend? Oh, to be frank, I have SwiftUI both here, first and second generation. I don't remember which switches I have. I guess I have bronze, and those are cool. And I have all those test switches. I wanted to do kind of review, compare them, but I didn't do that because I'm lazy. Sorry, I will remove this water cup. So that's actually in my kind of to-do list probably for someday, maybe to just do review for those Nufi keyboards. I don't know. Today I discovered that my Intel can't be updated with Xcode anymore. Using Mac Mini. Mac Mini AC? What is AC? 8 cores. 16 gigabytes is good budget option. Mac Mini, which it was? M1, M2? Anyways. M1 will be great. I suggest, I don't know which Mini is without 8 cores. I guess that's M1 probably. That will be great machine. 16 gigabytes, plenty. You will be great. Hi there, you look tired. Thank you for your compliment. You will look tired as well when you will be at age 48. Wake up at 5 and try to do live stream for your friends at 10. I promise you. What is the great thing you love in Swift language? I can build, it's, I don't know, it's better than Objective-C. That's already great, you know. Hey, Pauline, yeah, I'm still alive, yeah, but looking bad, yeah, as I was told. Do you prefer laptops over desktops? Yes, because I can move around with it. Google or Microsoft or Apple? Apple. Will you recommend some good keyboard to 50 USD? I will take a look on Apple Maker keyboards. Do you use Qt framework for macros? Nope, I don't. Yeah, hey Ekaterina, sveika, labvakar. Yeah, I'm still alive. What's the plan for tonight? Yeah, a plan for tonight is coding. I would like to little bit change setting screen, but we'll see if we have a lot of catch up to talk a lot of things. I don't mind to talk as well. How much hours a day did you practice when you was beginner? I will say consistency is more important than amount of hours. I try to do about 1 to 2 hours every day, whatever happens on mornings before work, and then, you know, sometimes those 3 hours, sometimes that's 1 hour, and yeah. M2 Mac Mini, yeah, that will be amazing, yeah. You work for company, Google or Microsoft or Apple? None of them. 48, yes, I'm 48. Thank you for the Notion template. Cool, yeah, I'm kind of planning to open it right now and pick a task for it. Have any plan to build up in UIKit? Not anymore. Don't get 8 gigs. Yeah, he said he will get 16 gigs. That's plenty. That's enough, let's say so. That's enough. Yeah, 8 gigabytes, that's not enough nowadays. So, what do we do? I'm using Notion a bit, as it was said, so I'm using Notion for my content creation, but I'm using Notion for, oh, let me clean the screen a little bit. We don't need all my photo album here. Okay. But I'm using Notion for my indie app development as well. And today I just would like to update settings view, because I would like to change a little bit, add a little bit more audio in the settings, and yeah, stuff like that. Where's my chat screen? Going away all the time. Agree, discipline is important. Yes, consistency kind of makes big difference. Setup is a little bit different, yeah, August is, yeah, I changed it, I move it around a little bit, so, yeah. Based on his energy levels, that's amazing. Why did you stop streaming during the day? So, you know, bloody capitalists want me to work. Did you do let code? No. Is there, okay, Derek, that's, let's say, two-part question. I would say that's two-part question. So, is there a big difference between Android and iOS apps? Yes and no. So for iOS, you probably will use Swift and SwiftUI. For Android, you will use Kotlin and just forgot what was the framework. Whatever. Basically, they have something similar for user interface. So conceptually, those are the same things. Programming languages Kotlin and Swift are similar, but that's not the same. That's like, I don't know, potatoes and macarons and pasta. Do you need iPhone to start programming for iOS? No, you can do a lot on Simulator. I am using Simulator all day, every day, and do not switch for tests on device often. How do you improve your problem-solving skill? Solving problems every day. Well, I wish that could be great, of course. Reason to stop streaming. That unfortunately not happen. Did not happen. Oh, that chat window is annoyingly bad. Let me open it in the browser. That will be much better experience, I guess. Chat restream, something like that. Let's see if that works. Sorry for a second. I'm getting distracted by family. Okay. So, hey Axel, hello. After like 8 months after buying, catching up with chat. Give me a second. Oh. Oh, I messed it up a little bit with one screen here. Okay, is it back? Almost. Okay, fix it. Yeah, sorry, I was distracted. After 8 months from buying M2 Mac Mini, my first app is almost ready. Cool. I would like to learn some guidance on refactoring. Release in spring. If it is almost ready, so release it in next month. Are you using GitHub Copilot? Yes, I do. Do you find any good AI tools to build the UI for your apps? No. How are taxes in Latvia for indie developers? Depends how you register. For example, I'm registered as a company. My company earning money. I should pay minimum salary for myself, and then I can take out the money that left in dividends from company. From dividends, you have to pay 20% of the expenses. But before you're taking out dividends, paying salary, do all that stuff, you can do all the business expenses, for example, mobile phone, new laptop, I don't know, camera for streaming, stuff like that. Diesel or gas for car. If I'm YouTuber driving around, I need car, all the stuff. So those are all the business expenses. I mean, design, no. No, I do not use much AI for design. Big difference in monetization. Oh, missed the meaning of that question. Sorry. No, I didn't buy those keycaps. Those are kind of too expensive. Hey, Paul, hello. Paul aka Stefan. Who was your favorite YouTube creator or content YouTuber? I would say Casey Neistat with vlogs. Long time no see, indeed, yeah. If you chance to get Father Swift Chris letter, what question would you like to ask? Nothing to ask. I don't know. I have no questions to him. Because he was on the beginning of the Swift. Currently all the development that I do mostly is in SwiftUI. For Swift, I don't know, I'm using basic stuff, nothing, I don't know, I have no questions to ask. Hey, War and Peace, hello. Loved the recent ASO video, thank you. Yeah, I put a bit of work in that ASO video, I'm happy that you like it, that's great. I know that I made that video, I already know that this video of course will not be popular, because if you like to do popular video, do video about iPhones or keyboards, something like that, those videos are getting views. It was clear for me that this video will not get a lot of views, but surprisingly for me it got decent amount of views, and I know that this video is helpful for some of you, so that's why I made it. MacBook or Mac Studio? MacBook always, because I like mobility. You closer to live forever. Our kids can train GPT like model and videos and streams. Yes, that's possible. You're Flutter. Sure. Sure. A lot of Flutter discussions in Flutter. Yeah, please. What happened? What happened? I didn't see the alert. That was something great, right? It's a disaster to kind of try to follow chats and alerts, and I was smart enough to do not start stream on X or Twitter as well. I just wanted to test how streams on Twitter work, but I decided that will be too much. Kind of three chats, 3 streams, so 4. We already have 3. Hey, Balenci, hello. Oh, we got sub for Stefan. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Stefan, Balenci, you are the OGs with subs. Appreciate your support. Thank you, guys. You should have ASMR channel, coding and explaining what you're doing in a low volume. Yeah, like that. Now we are going through loop. Yeah. I'm planning to make trip to summer to Latvia on motorcycle. Any change we can meet in person? Sure. Yeah, if you will drive, if I will be in Riga, if you will drive through Jelgava, we'll be happy to grab a coffee with you. Sure. Maybe I will have my A license, motorcycle license, and maybe I will have motorcycle in summer. I don't know. We'll see. I want to offer promotion. No, thank you. Did you see new App Store changes? I saw. Hey, John. I saw, but I didn't read in details. I know that we have kind of third-party payments in Europe and so on and so on. Good evening, Razvan. Oh, thank you for sub, Bit Spectre. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, Paul is OG for sure. If GPT will start to talk, I wish it will be Iris Mayers. Actually, I created that GPT, what was that thing, which trained on my tweets, posts, and so on. Me and Yekaterinka can come to Jelgava. Yeah, we can grab a coffee, sure. Don't do riding, it's dangerous to your age. I think that why? In my age, it's dangerous to go to toilet and sit there, you know, and do random stuff. So, Falin, it's too late to pitch Borjomi. Are you planning to do something with Vision OS? Yes, probably. I'm not 100% sure because, you know, pragmatically thinking, that doesn't make sense to do anything with Vision OS because there will be very few devices in the market. My apps are not kind of really in that kind of niche, so also probably no reason to do that. What else? Yeah, I don't know. And I have plenty of work to do just for iOS apps, for my own apps, which could kind of make more money or make customers more happy. So I should not, but probably I will do anyways. If you have a motorcycle, you will show me some curvy roads. Yeah, sure. If I will have. Hey Scott, hello. Martins even knows where I live. Oh. Sneaky. Okay. 400k devices are being made. Yeah, I heard something like that they have something like million of those kind of screens available for Vision Pro, and basically you have to split that in part because you need 2 for each device, and then yeah, probably some broken and so on. So for 400 to 500k, no more than that. So that's not much comparing with iPhone market, you know. How long till we see some diving wearing a Vision Pro? Sure. Martin is such a creep. Okay. Hey, to the Galloway, hello. I will not disclose it now. Okay, you better don't. I don't know. I do not. It's talking about, you know, privacy and all that stuff. I still do not feel that I am some kind of somehow something big. I kind of see, for example, that now I have about 200,000 followers across the different kind of platforms. Something like 80k on TikTok, YouTube 30, Twitch, I don't know, maybe 10k? I don't know how much actually, to be frank. 5 to 10k, something like that probably. On YouTube, something like 30,000, and Instagram 106, 108. It's quite a lot, but I don't know. I feel like regular guy. But once I was asked to make selfie with this guy in supermarket, not in shopping mall. That was kind of strange, you know. I have yet to see Vision Pro app that takes advantage of VR in a unique way. Yeah. Bard or ChatGPT on Pi, the SwiftUI developer. I don't know, Bard come later, and I just tested with few requests, and it followed short comparing with ChatGPT, but for ChatGPT I have paid version for ChatGPT. Yeah, Martin, I agree with you. Totally, yeah. You know, all those Flutter developers are creepy. So, what I was talking about? I was talking about this stuff. I was planning to do update setting views for my app, and this, by the way, is my Notion kind of dashboard where I organize my work. It was just mentioned here. Okay, let's try to do some work. We'll see how that will go. It's not super important. I could do that work alone, but I wanted just to hang out with you and we can have chat while I'm doing something, and if I will have nothing to commit, that's totally fine as well. So don't let folks but hear this. Yeah, he is one of them, right? No, yeah. Mario, thank you. Yeah, that is, for everyone who don't know, Flutter is just ongoing joke, because every time when I'm doing some coding and sharing the code, then always someone is coming and asking, oh, is that Flutter? Is that Flutter? And I have nothing against Flutter. I'm just using SwiftUI, and I'm very often asked, oh, is that Flutter? If not, then why you don't use Flutter? And that's kind of, that is reason for jokes. Crazy. He should work in police or something, you know. Oh, hey Jay, hello. Are you ordered Vision Pro, Jay? Or you are skipping? I didn't saw if you posted about that. I didn't, because in Europe, yeah. Asror, sorry. Do you think supporting iOS only is enough for indie developers? That is question about how much is enough, not about iOS or Android. Too much money. Yeah, I see. I had money put aside, but basically I was kind of thinking I can buy M3 Max, I can buy Vision Pro, or I can save a little bit more and buy motorcycle. So I don't have Vision Pro and I'm still using my M1 Pro, so maybe work will pay. I have no chance for that because I'm consultant. Job will not pay for it. No chance. And yeah, Asror, it's possible to make plenty of money using developing for iOS only. Plenty, again, that's different for everyone, but I know that there are full-time indies in US who are living in relatively expensive country. Okay, US prices are different in different places, but still, you know. Tax write-off, exactly, yeah. Probably better to wait for later version. Yes, that's also kind of true. And I think that development tools also will change. Remember how it was with first Apple Watch, right? I built one application, one test application for WatchOS 1, then I built another one for WatchOS 2. Luckily for me, I didn't release them, so I don't need to support them. But now with SwiftUI, the development is just perfectly fine, no problem at all. It's a little bit more tricky than on iPhone, but easy. Yeah, exactly, Dre. Same for me. My apps are kind of, sure, I could add Vision OS support, but do not really need that. Do you speak Russian? Yes, I can speak Russian. Я говорю по-русски довольно свободно. So I'm quite fluent in Russian, but I'm speaking more often English. And I don't know how good or bad is my accent in Russian. Probably quite horrible, but yeah. But I can read and I can speak Russian. I never really kind of tried to write, but yeah. Yeah, Jake. Sure. It's work day probably for you, right? So thanks for coming, yeah. Yeah, WatchKit second was not much better. That was just pain, yeah. Okay, what we are doing? Settings screen. Can I run your apps? Yeah, sure, you can. And yeah, thanks for what it is on YouTube. Donation, super question, whatever. Aspid, thank you, yeah. Can you run my apps? Yes, you can. If you will go to the, I will say easiest way to find them nowadays is go to iversmeyers.com, and here you have my currently available apps in the App Store. I will put that in the chat. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's probably it. I have 5 apps currently in the App Store. No, it actually is okay. I think my Russian is quite good. If I will start kind of... sure, Russians from Russia probably will recognize some Baltic accent, but probably that is for kind of for those who have Russian as their first language in Latvia. I think they have some kind of accent as well, basically comparing with, I don't know how guys are speaking in Moscow or somewhere in Tula. I don't know where. But yeah, basically my Russian become quite good when I started to read books in Russian, because back in the days it was quite challenging to get books in Latvian. Today it's kind of the same, but of course you can go into the shop and buy books, but I was interested in science fiction books and I don't know, like Neuromancer, you know, Asimov, all that stuff. Those books, I'm not sure if they are localized in Latvian today. Definitely wasn't back in the days, but they were available in Russian. So I started to learn books in Russian and somehow learned Russian quite well. And yeah, in Latvia, many people in my age, I born back in USSR, so all that stuff. Hey, Andis, hello, Akar. They actually recognize that we are from Baltics. Yeah, exactly. I suppose that, yeah, that I was in St. Petersburg one moment, told that you can carry accent. Exactly. Yeah. And that's funny when someone talking about speaking in English with accents, because everyone has accents. Americans have American accent, guys in UK has English accent, and so on, you know. So I'm new in Flutter and I'm using Dart, but I'm facing problem and I don't know how to make money from it. Yeah, that's tricky part. Basically, it's the same for iOS development as well. One thing is just to learn Swift and SwiftUI and start building applications, but making money from that is kind of already next level of challenges. And I don't know, that's not kind of 3-line answer how to fix that, you know. Hey, bro, Lucas. Labas vakaras, Eimantas. So I have, okay, if we're talking about, I have course about app building. That's available here, but that's for iOS. And I'm talking basically how to find ideas for applications, how to do research and validation, how to find profitable ideas, you know, how to build MVP. That's short course. It's about an hour, something like that. But that is focused on iOS and App Store. And that's not about programming at all. That's that business part. I should update that landing page. It's not describes the product very well, but whatever. Yeah, it's not so easy. Yeah. Oh, where I was? Yeah, settings screen. Can we get preview? Canvas. Let's see. Basically, I was asked, could we add more settings in the screen for audio, but that settings screen is already quite crowded. What do you mean by idea validation? So there was very interesting kind of, I reposted actually today on X. There was post on the, oh, I started to say X instead of Twitter. Interesting. This one. The person said basically blah blah blah, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, yada yada, I tried everything, building audience, making blah blah blah. Basically, he write high quality content and contributing to community, but whatever this person didn't see getting anywhere. Basically, barely had 20 followers, Substack and product blogs didn't get any signups. So he's writing that he or she, whatever, was writing that is writing high quality content. Obviously, it was not good quality content if there is no following. So if you do something, you have to look on signals. If you're writing 10 Instagram posts and getting Twitter posts, I mean, whatever, 10 Twitter posts and you're getting 0 likes, probably those posts are not really great, you know. You have to look on signals. And if you see that something getting traction, so this is something what audience is interested to hear. So double down on that, yeah, move to that direction, kind of. That's about kind of creating content and so on. That's similar about idea validation. So basically you have to see if your kind of product has a legs. If you building, I don't know, product up for, I don't know, motorcycle riders, go to the motorcycle rider forums, understand what kind of problems they have, try to discuss with them and so on and so on. Or build application for yourself, then you know that, okay, I am person like this and I need product like that, and then I will be happy user. So that's the validation. And then you build something very small. You're solving kind of small parts, let's say you're building product which solves just one problem. I don't know, for example, I need to wake up in the morning, I need alarm application, right? So you make alarm up. That should be very simple. You kind of set time and then you get some sound and then you test if it works. So you test if it works for you and you test if someone is kind of getting ready to use this product and so on, so on. That's idea validation. For application, you can do that even without building application. You can just build a landing page and ask customers to buy, and then you kind of see if someone clicking this buy button or there is no traction at all for this landing page, even if you're trying to kind of send traffic to this and so on and so on. So it's a very long topic to discuss, but that's kind of practical approach how to validate ideas. Hope that helps. Hey Anči, sveiks, labvakar. Hey Robert, Romania, nice. Between Instagram and YouTube, what platform do you enjoy the most? I started on Instagram, but now I like YouTube more. Consume content mostly on YouTube nowadays. Oh, thank you for €5 donation, amazing. I'll have a bit more money for coffee. Please tell us little Russian about, let's tell us little in Russian about how you started learning in programming. I will do just in 2-3 sentences because most of the audience do not understand Russian, okay? How you started learning programming? I did that очень просто. Купил книги, начал делать свои аппликации, учился от ошибок. Ничего сложного, но я делал это много лет назад. So, how I learned programming, I have video about that. But sorry, please do not ask me to answer in Russian, Lithuanian or Latvian, because I assume that most of you know English. Let's stick with that. Self-made, something like that. This one. How I become self-taught developer. This video, check out that video. That video is about 4 years old already. It's not the best of the videos that I made, of course, but basically story is the same. Even if it is good content, if you never communicate or build your community, it will never grow. Exactly. Yeah. Marketing is very important. Without marketing, there is very little chance to grow the product. In first steps, if I create app for me. Sorry, didn't understand that. Martin told me that you are adorable. Ты, кстати, неплохо говоришь по-русски. So, I was told that my Russian is... Yeah, I assume, because, yeah. Greetings from Lithuania. Hello, Bralukas. Oh, I do not worry at all. I know that my English is not great, and my Russian probably is better, but I do not... I am delusional. I think that it's fine and everyone will understand. I do not care about that at all, but thank you, yeah. Do you think a mobile is good career even in 2024? So I was asked what to choose if you like to be kind of future-proof, and I said become carpenter or bartender, because you will always will need kind of furniture and yeah, someone should serve drinks. Actually, I have been carpenter and bartender and policeman and soldier as well, so I did plenty of things. But yes, why not? I do not see mobile going anywhere. In first steps, I can simply create apps for myself and it can consider it as an app validation. Yes, if you have some kind of, if you see that you could solve some problem by developing application, yeah, you can do that. Make MVP, minimum viable product, just something small. Do not spend year building something big with all the blackjack and what else not. Just very simple. Just a product which solve that basic feature what you need. And then try to launch in the market and see if someone else will use it. And then you have to think about marketing. Yeah, that's kind of... Developers not always are happy to do that or always are unhappy to do that, but marketing is kind of necessary. Okay, so settings finally. So we have already plenty of audio notifications. There are two things that are kind of what I don't like and what I need to add. So I need to add kind of even more audio settings because customers are asking, and I kind of see also space for improvements. But it is already kind of crowded here. So I would like to move audio settings into the separate, maybe just one level deeper, and then to add also descriptions, maybe what exactly each of them is doing. So let's try to do that. So session notifications, where is what? Pro settings. So we are kind of somewhere here. Pro settings. WishKit for now. Actually, we could move that WishKit somewhere else. Those are not notifications. Of course, it could be amazing if I will do design first, but that's not me. Yeah, I think just basically like here we can go one level deeper into the feature requests, and then I will do the same for audio settings, basically the same, kind of going one level deeper into the audio settings, and that will work just fine. Which type of subscription and app you can recommend? For example, 3 days free trial and every month paying. Annual subscription and not pricing. For pricing, I will take a look on the kind of your niche to understand what is kind of average price for application in your niche. I currently offering, by default, kind of offering yearly subscription. So probably will not fetch the prices here, and I need to run it in previews. That probably will not work. But here I'm kind of offering yearly subscription with 7-day trial. But again, first take a look on your niche, what other apps are charging, and with prices, it's highly recommended to do experiments for prices. I'm planning to implement that someday soon. Yeah, I saw the news, but I didn't kind of read in details about App Store changes. Do you use any design software? Yes, sure, I do. I use Figma mostly. Currently, what I'm using, Figma, something else. Before I used SketchUp, but lately that's mostly Figma. background music to load. Okay, no problem. I can make it a little bit less loud. Let me know if this is better. Hey Gio, hello. Nice change of setup. Yeah, I'm moving around things all the time. That's my... I don't know what's that. It's silly, right? Okay, we will need new view file. That will be audio. Come on, keyboard. Audio settings. View. Why starting up work is such hard? Because there are plenty of where did it go? Audio settings, here it is. Because there are plenty of the developers who are participating into the race to the bottom and trying to kind of offer cheapest possible price in the market and competing with each other on cheapest price. And if you're trying to compete with them again on price, you will never win. And if you will win, you will be unhappy, you will be overworked and underpaid. So do not even start that race. Instead of competing for cheapest price, you want to take a look for best clients and try to present yourself as the best premium choice for them. I'm not saying that's easy, but that's better choice. You will be more happy working like that. That's basically what I did when I was working on Upwork. Okay, we are starting to pick them from background audio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all the audio things. Yep. Those I will just cut out and we'll move here. So probably I will need, what I will need? List? Probably. Oh, it's kind of, Xcode is kind of freezing a little bit because of the, I will need view model as well. Basically view model will be the same settings view model. Hey Rui, happy coding tonight. Yeah, it's night. It's 10 at the evening. At night. So I am few hours ahead of you. 2 hours probably different. There are some apps that are free to download, but as soon as you open an app, you will have to purchase subscription to enter the app. Is this an example for bad UX? Those you usually can disable that screen. Let me show how that works in my application in a moment. Basically, that looks, I will say, similar. You may kind of talk for an hour how good or bad UX it is, but that user interface definitely makes sales. What are you working on? I'm updating one of my applications, changing settings screens a bit, moving things a little bit around. Okay, it's building. Where's my simulator? In my application, so I will say, if you can't kind of close that in-app purchase screen, I don't know, I will not say it's good design, but if you're showing that paywall somewhere in the onboarding flow, maybe that's not bad thing, because as users then you know, okay, if I would like to keep using this application to have those features, I have to pay for it. And then probably you don't even want to invest time and energy kind of starting to using it. You just kind of dropping this application and don't use it anymore. Or you kind of consider to subscribe. Do not go for Intel with 16 gigabytes for sure. M1 MacBook Air with 8 gigabytes. I don't like those 8 gigabytes, but that M1 with 8 gigabytes of RAM will be better than Intel with 16. Sure, you can always kind of find some edge cases where maybe another one will be better because there are more RAM, but I will choose M1 always. Hey, īstais ruksis. How to get job? I don't know. I'm trying to do not have job, so I'm not the best person to ask about that. Yeah, I am back. Yeah, I am back. Yeah, for at least for a little bit. What app do you use? I'm using Things currently. But I'm not happy that you can't add images to the tasks, otherwise it's fine. Go with Mac Mini M1 16 gigabytes or any other app from that. That's a great choice. So that always depends on budget, but I could do all my programming work for myself, for customers, everything I could do on that M1 16 gigabytes machine. It's very powerful device. For me, streaming will not work on that machine. Video editing could be way worse than on my M1 Pro, but for programming, M1 with 16 gigs of RAM is plenty. Is that custom tab bar? Yes, it is. Hey Vitaly. Are you planning to stream regularly again? I'm trying, but if I will stream, those will be late night streams. Is revenue cut okay? Yes, they are good. I'm new here. Are you university educated, coder, or self-taught? I will say both, August. I finished at university back in 2007. So iPhone was not released yet, and I learned iOS development on my own. All what I learned in university I forgot already. That's one thing. Another thing is that basically I didn't learn too much in university. That was kind of more just to get degree and something like that, you know. Okay, Rafael, hello. I watched your video about setup. I wanted to write comment to, you know, engagement, but I was distracted. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you are into streaming and kind of well organized, perfect lighting, nicely organized setups, go to the Rafael's YouTube channel and watch his video about setup. That's amazing. It's how all the lighting and microphones and everything is organized. Ciao Zeus, hi, labvakar. Which things you can set time to remind your task? Only date? What? Anthony, which things you can set time with things? I don't know. I never need time, to be frank. You can set kind of today or tonight for task. Let's try, for example, up now. Let's say settings, screen, whatever. I don't like that in notes. I like notes how you can write them kind of nicely. You can add, for example, nice to-dos here, checklist, to do something, you know. That looks nice, but I don't like that you can't add images. And reminders, basically you can set date. And let's try to add reminder. No, you can add time. Here is time. For example, tomorrow at 10 at the morning, and here you have. But I never using reminders for tasks. Never ever. It's just day. Because if it is something time sensitive, then that is going into the calendar. Ar ko nodarbojies? Arī vēlētos pamācīties no tevis. I will answer in English to everyone, to be clear, everyone. Basically, they was asking what I'm doing. I'm building iOS applications. I have my own applications in the App Store. I have freelance customers, and I'm creating content about that stuff. That's it. That's what I do. So yeah, and yeah, this kind of, you can go check out those all subtasks, and you can go and check the main task. I like design, I like everything, but I'm missing possibility to add images into the tasks. I used OmniFocus before. It's very powerful task management app. It saved my life back in product management days, but it looks so dated already. Isn't Linux better than macOS? Since it's open source and big corporations aren't spying on you. Yeah, sure, it is, Axel. Depends for what. Is Linux better because... so, if you will ask, is Linux better to avoid kind of being spied by big corporations? Probably yes, but I never cared about that in computers. I care about, I don't know, playing games, streaming videos, doing programming, editing videos, editing photos. Linux is worse for any of those. Therefore, I'm choosing Mac. Did you were in Georgia? No, never. Didn't visited it yet. Someday maybe. Didn't happen yet. I know that it is kind of popular for skiing, but one of my friends had shoulder dislocated while he was doing snowboarding, and experience getting to the hospital, getting proper kind of health care wasn't great. I don't know. It's nothing. It's saying nothing bad about Georgia. That's just what happened. Probably that can happen in any country. That's basically what's first come in mind. Yeah, exactly. Bit spectrum. I totally agree. For example, you're kind of getting Linux and then spending most of the day in the Facebook, right? Should iOS developer use MVVM pattern all the time? No. Or it's not necessary for small app? No, it's not necessary for small app. If you have tried Linux, what distro, how you use it? I used Ubuntu back when it was just very new thing. Why did you go with MVVM? I'm going usually with MVVM in SwiftUI apps because basically that is patterns that Apple is using in their kind of examples, and I don't know, it kind of works with SwiftUI. For UIKit apps, I'm sticking with MVC. That works fine as well. Linux is not worse for programming in general. It depends, Martin, depends. You see what kind of programming I'm doing, so for me, no. Warm peace. Sorry that I'm laughing, but amazing holidays. Amazing holidays. Hey Doug, how much of your indie revenue comes from this apnea app? I'm not sharing revenue per app. How is going with diversification? I'm trying to diversify my revenue not only in between apps, but also in between kind of different other niches. I have course one currently. I have income from ads on YouTube and on all the streaming platforms. I have freelancing revenue, all that stuff, you know. So diversification, I'm taking kind of very serious, and yeah. Linux is the best for backend. Yeah, sure. Apple does not give you a choice. Yeah. But I got into the iOS development because I wanted to be in the Apple ecosystem. So I don't really mind, you know. And I am not kind of one of those pro open source, everything should be open, yada yada. I'm kind of, yeah, corporations are evil, but I don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle. That's the trick. I shared absolute numbers, so percentage sharing is not kind of. I shared absolute numbers already. 2023 was banger year for you. From revenue perspective, it was good, yeah. Have you ever created an app for computer? Yes, I have ZX Spectrum here on the shelf. And I created app for this computer in my teens. So, I don't know, 30 years ago. Hey, no Terfi. Sorry, it's late. But yeah, hey, hello. Do you care about memory management for your apps? Actually, iOS. So I did back in iOS 4. That was very kind of, you had to do that. Since iOS 5, you can be sloppy with that in iOS. Hey, Silverback Swift. Nice to see you as well, yeah. Yeah, that's the Spectrum. Clone of the Spectrums, but yeah. From your story, I saw that your breakfast outdoor. Are you working out fasted? What is experience on that? Yeah, I am working out. I'm going to the gym or running or doing all the stuff without eating. I do not feel that I need that. Usually I'm eating at 11 or in noon, maybe 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock. It depends how busy I am. Started my, we're kind of chat ongoing. Okay, let me catch up with chat. Started my journey with SwiftUI development in 2024. Thank you for it. Oh, amazing. I'm happy to hear that I was inspiration for that. Enjoying a lot coming from web development. Yeah. Oh, you are from Riga. Nice, amazing. Happy to hear that I inspired someone local as well. So, yeah. Also, I'm kind of often asked, so why iOS, why not web development? So coming from web development, you know, you have to support all those browsers. It's kind of, iOS development, it's getting bigger every year, but it's still kind of relatively small kind of scope of the problems and tools and so on. I think it's kind of a little bit more comfortable, maybe. I don't know. Lucas also started learning content, SwiftUI, because of my content. Amazing. Happy to hear that. What do you think about iOS future? Is it perspective? Eventually, it will die. But I don't know who will die first, I or iOS. Ever checked how many lines of code your project has? No. I don't care, because I don't know. That's what's that saying about project, you know? I know there is kind of command in the chat, you can write it to see, but I don't know. I was working once on one freelance project where in one class was 5,000 of lines of code, so that was funny, you know. I'm from Ethiopia and I not get the API. Can you help me? No, I can't get API for you. It's refreshing. Hopefully Visionos kicks. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. We'll see how that Visionos will go. Your new setup on Camera Angel reminds me the old setup you had before moving the separate. Yeah. I was close to the wall and I had shelf behind me, but yeah, it's kind of similar a little bit. Web dev is soul sucking. Yeah, especially if you are doing corporate kind of web apps. I was project and product manager for multiple kind of products, and one of those products has kind of terminal management system which was used in-house, and we had kind of access, kind of web interface to that from banks as well, and they was able to use it to kind of send kind of data for new installations, new customers and so on. That was soul sucking. Yeah, exactly. And there was, for one bank, they supported Internet Explorer 7 or 5, I don't know, but that was ancient, old, back in the days already. I have Hackintosh on a laptop. If I click on update, will system break? Axel, that's a lottery. When I had Hackintosh on my Mac, on my PC, I was updating from the App Store, and almost always I had no problems. But with Hackintosh, you never know for sure. What do you do with your Hackintosh now? Nothing. I don't have even Hackintosh macOS installed on it anymore. Haile, you are trying to use chat like a Google and asking kind of very kind of weird questions. So you have to go to Google and look for answers to your questions. Do not spam the chat. I already answered, and I don't know what kind of API you need. I can't help you. And no one in the chat, I guarantee you. I can guarantee you based it on your questions. No, I do not speak Spanish. Sorry. I know a little bit. I know manzanas. I know something else. Leche. I know separate words in Spanish, but that's it. No, I don't know what you're asking exactly about Espanol. I know just few words. I know, yeah, basically Duolingo level English, yeah. Are you using 12? Yeah, that's 12.9 iPad. What is API? That is a good question for Google. Does it spy on people? No. Is there too young? I don't think there is too young or too old for development, but problems with employment can be, of course, if you are under 18, so unlikely you will get a job in company. How long have you been in tech space? Depends what we count as tech space. Okay, professionally since my 30s, let's say so. He asking, how are you and do you have content in Spanish? Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for translating. Yeah, I think he got that I don't have. Are you working as a freelancer? Yes. Okay, that's name it consultant, and basically that's like almost like full-time employee without employee benefits, but technically that's freelancer, yeah. Are you still going to code, or I have missed it already? I already created one screen. That's big progress. This one, and now we need kind of link to open it. I barely code, yeah. So, sin español. Pardon. What was your first job ever and how it was? First job ever. I was a carpenter in factory where coffins was made. That was my first legal job. I was learning, I was studying in the... So I finished 9 grades and then I went to the 10th grade to learn in kind of school, and that school in parallel kind of I learned also kind of carpenter skills. I don't know how you name those schools. And then I went to work in... There was kind of, you had kind of part of time you were learning and part of time you were kind of working to kind of master your skills, and I was working in coffin factory. What's your favorite backend language? None. I do not do backend at all. Have you ever... Gerson, sorry, can you please switch to English or something? I will time out you, but we do not speak Spanish here. Have you ever thought of making Swift package to share commonly used extension views across your apps? Kind of yes and no. No, I will say. I was kind of thinking, oh, that could be better way to make the package for it, but also I'm not working on all the applications at the same time. And for example, I'm implementing in-app purchases in one application and then kind of thinking, okay, I need to update next application, and then I'm kind of thinking, okay, I will implement kind of in-app purchase flow here as well, and then I'm copy pasting some parts of code, but no, not really. Could do, of course, but no. Did you do the designs for your apps by your own? Yes. Do you have any advice how to get started with freelancing with zero experience to showcase? You need portfolio. To get portfolio, you need build apps. To building apps, you will get experience. So you already have experience. Your portfolio. Put that in your portfolio and start getting jobs. Oops, wrong screen. Is it possible to get first client in 3 days maximum on Upwork if I search jobs for mobile? I don't know. My last job on Upwork was in 2000, I don't know what. So I don't know for sure, right? Upwork. 2008-ish something. Let's see if I can log in. So my profile, when I was my last job, 2021, so it's probably that's closed it's from 2018 to 2021. So probably that is closed just in 2021, but actually I kind of got last jobs back in 2018. So obviously I don't know about situation now. So is it possible to get in 3 days? I don't know, unlikely. Sounds kind of challenging. I think with my kind of portfolio, I have 5-star ratings, I have some portfolio. I think I will get job in 3 days, but yeah, I will not bet on that. I don't know. How's there problems finding a job on iOS if the experience is 2 years? I don't know what kind of problems there are. I had zero experience on iOS professionally when I started freelancing. Nikita. Hey, hello. Здорово, Nikita. Привет. Time to go for walk. It's 10 o'clock? 10:30. Okay. Have a nice walk. 35 hours and 6K earnings. Quite nice hourly wage. Yes, but that's not exactly so great because there are counted hours probably, because you see there are plenty of projects with fixed price, and hourly here is 25 hours. That was 1,000 something. That was $45 per hour, and there was 10 hours. So basically those are your 35 hours of tracked kind of work. And those are fixed price project, 1,000, strange number, but yeah, fixed price. Interesting numbers. Why so strange numbers? I don't ask. I don't know. Maybe currency changes? I don't remember. Whatever. But yeah. How much time to make money first sale ads on App Store? Blogger, I will say if you are looking for as fast as possible money, then that is getting job or getting freelance project. Money from your own apps for ads, that's not quick money. That is not quick money. Did you see latest news? I didn't read those latest news. In Latvia, if you are self-employed, then taxes are, you're kind of paying more in the taxes, but you can be company as well. So if you are earning, I'm not accountant, I can be wrong with numbers, but if you are earning something like below 3.5K in a month, something like that, you don't need to hire anyone. You can just be company which is making money. And then you can take out the money from company as a dividend. And for dividends, you are paying 20%. That's it. If you are earning more than this 3,500, maybe after second year, you still, even with small amount of money, you should kind of hire already someone, at least yourself as employee in the company. So you have to pay to yourself minimum salary. It's something like 750 euros probably now in Latvia. So you are paying taxes from that salary. Okay, roughly it's basically double. Let's say you're spending 1.5K to get 750 in the pocket. And again, the rest of the money you can take out 4 times in a year as a dividend. And from dividends, you are paying 20% of the tax. And of course, you can write off all the business expenses and so on. So it's fine. But you need accountant, sure. Yeah, we already suggested to use Google to look for API. How does pay-per-hour work when it's remote working? Depends on contract. It can be for one contract, like, okay, 2 contracts, last contracts that I was working. On one contract, I was kind of supposed to work 27 hours per week, and I got some specified amount of money for that, and that's how it works. Basically, you're kind of tracking number, writing down in timesheet, and that's it. In current contract, I'm kind of working full-time hours, so I'm basically, we have a virtual office. On the morning, we're saying, hey, in the Slack. At the night, we are saying bye in the Slack. That's it, and basically, you're just sending invoices, getting money. Hey, Dragon Dust, hello. I'm doing great, thank you. Doing great. As always, on programming streams, mostly chatting, but I actually kind of created one SwiftUI view and copy-pasted some buttons to it. Is Revenue Cat working in these days? It seems to have issues. I don't know. Working for me. Getting sales, everything is fine. For my apps. Let me say so, I didn't saw a day without sales. Okay, so which camera? Oh, interesting. Do I have camera command still? Let's see if that will work. Probably, even if that will work, probably there will be wrong answer. But I can answer anyways. Yes, I'm streaming directly from M1 Pro currently. And I'm streaming to Restream.io, and Restream.io kind of splitting stream to the Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. For camera, I'm using Sony Alpha 4? No, Sony Alpha 7 IV, yeah. Names are kind of weirdish, but yeah. And I have, what kind of lens I have on it? I have 20mm 1.8 lens. What would you say is the time span from you doing designs to really building the app? Okay, probably that is a question about how much time do you need to make the app, right? In my course, how it was named? It should be on YouTube channel, say something like 38. From the... here it is. I made it up in 37 hours. Basically, I had that app idea. I had that app already kind of oldish, and basically I rebuilt it from scratch, did design, everything. So this video, check that out. It took for me 37 hours, as I see in the video title. So that's that. If I sell my source code on platforms like Hod and John, is it good idea? You can try. Who will buy it? Hey, Labvakar Index. Do you like bonsai trees? I'm not into trees. Or, I don't know, greens. Do you think as a junior developer it's hard to find full remote job? Yes, very hard. A remote job for junior is very hard, and as junior you would like to get kind of job where you have colleagues, more senior developers around you. I highly suggest to get first job to work somewhere in the office with someone next to you. It's very hard to kind of ask for help, to get experience from more senior developers if you're working remotely. And also it's just hard to find remote jobs for juniors. As junior you need experience. Exactly. As junior you should not even, when you are looking for a job, you should not pick the job where you have the highest salary. You have to choose the job where you will get the best experience. Yeah, exactly. Good mentors. When you are working with modern technologies and so on. Money is kind of secondary if you are junior. You need to earn enough, and that's it. And you are working mostly for experience. And working remotely, that is very hard, or maybe even not possible. So, where we will put that navigation link? Definitely below those advanced features. Those advanced features I do not like much as well. Let's say we will need navigation link here. Yeah, Xcode is kind of slowish a little bit while I'm streaming. It's not about money, it's more about freedom to be able to work everywhere. Yeah, I totally understand. That's basically why I switched from product management job to development, because way easier to work from anywhere and build your own projects and so on. But just keep that, take that, I don't know, spend that 1-2 more years, and kind of that's just process of learning. If you learn it enough to get junior job, amazing, that's great, but you still need to keep learning a little bit more. Working for food, yeah. Who's that guy and what he's doing here? So you see what AI can do nowadays, right? Even get me onto the stream. Our investing money in stock marketing is, if it is nil. So what are investing money? What's your opinion about investing? If you have spare money, it's just wise to invest that in stock market. That's my opinion, because inflation is a thing, and if you're investing money, it's at least do not lose the value. Oh yeah, camera stuck. Indeed. Amazing. I know how to fix that for sure. I can restart OBS and that will fix it, but let me try to unplug. I will lose microphone as well. I need to unplug my audio and video interface. Sorry me for the second. Probably not yet. Okay, audio is back. What's about camera? Camera, please. Okay, didn't fix it yet. Let me try studio mode. Camera. Yeah, I am frozen. Thank you. I was told so already. So, and yeah, it will be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm alive. Yeah, it's kind of sucks. So this Rode X interface freezing sometimes as well, but that's, I don't know, somehow that's Mac problem. Okay, I lost the chat where we was. It's okay, so everyone said I'm frozen. What next? Favorite Xcode error message, yeah. Is it possible to get my feedback on app? Well, I'm not sure that really kind of matters, because it's not granted that I'm your audience, right? Do you use MVVM architecture? I do. What's your favorite Xcode error? Simulator do not respond, probably. Hey from sunny Colombia. Hello. Do you use ChatGPT on your job? Yes, I do. It is helpful. It will not write code instead of you, because it's still quite dumb and generating a shitload of errors, but yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Срогодности сгущенки, exactly, that's me. Hello, Piku. Hey. Okay, I will stream until I get sleepy, or camera will freeze next time. Where I was? Navigation link. Yeah, destination. So destination will be our new audio settings. Audio settings view. For label. I hate Safari. Yeah, I see. I tried GPT 3.5. I have paid GPT, but it doesn't help much for programming. You said that iOS development was not for long-term run. No, I didn't say that. Why you say it like that? I didn't say that. I was asked, will will iOS development die? And I said, yes, of course, eventually. Eventually, everyone will die. And sun will explode. As iOS developer, what is your perspective of Kotlin multi-platform? That's a great tool. It's a great tool. Вы по-русски говорите? Yes, I do. I really like the background color of your Xcode. Oh, that is Martin's soft scheme. He's on Instagram as well. It's Xcode and SwiftUI, so iOS development. Is it worth paying for ChatGPT rather than 3.5? Depends how much do you use it. For me, yes. ChatGPT is kind of cool stuff, you know. I am deleting old chats, but I still have... Okay, I was on vacation, didn't do shit in last 30 days, but here are kind of plenty of requests and I'm kind of using it quite often. I don't know. And not only for programming, for other things as well. Do you use Swift navigation? I used it in my Apple Watch app, but it is supported from iOS 16, I guess, and I still supported iOS 15 in all their apps. How old were you when you started learning programming? I am 48 now, and I started professionally do programming in my very late 30s. I don't know, 38, 39, something like that. So everyone can use ChatGPT. Nice. But most tool help you to make development easy? Google probably, right? But then you find some resources. It was Stack Overflow for a while, but I'm very rarely using it nowadays. There are few resources that I like to go for Swift and SwiftUI problems. It is like hacking with Swift resource and Big Mountain Studio books, stuff like that. Are you on Hackintosh or MacBook? MacBook. So for audio, label will be something. Audio settings, something like that. Do I miss anything? How it works? Label. We need. Okay, like that. Yeah, right. So this will be audio settings, and for icon we will need something different. Let's go and take a look on SF symbols. Stack Overflow is wild as always. The answers don't work as always. Yeah, that downvoting, that is a thing. I wrote some answers on Stack Overflow, but it's kind of, not cool. Are you adding new features? Yes, I do. Audio. So headphones, for example, AirPods Max. I like that. Speakers, I don't know, that looks kind of for Apple fans only. Not clear what is that. Probably I will just go with AirPods. Copy name. How it looks. Nice. I like how that looks. What is greatest lesson of in 2023? I don't know how to put that in kind of few lines, but basically I started to write more. I created my course about indie app development, and I started to kind of share more practical advice about solopreneurship and indie app development and so on. And I found that it is useful, and that was kind of big aha moment that my even kind of quite little experience, but I have some, is kind of big help for those who just starting. I kind of always know that beginners can teach another beginners, but I finally probably started to do that, and yeah. I wrote my first working Flutter project, created free drawing app. You can draw strokes and write stuff. Cool. Now you are a Flutter developer. Can we still be friends? I hope so. Okay, let's try to run it. Yeah, actually, I have to say that with that Restream IO, I don't know how good is stream quality, but with Restream IO and OBS and coding, everything works kind of okay. Sure, build times are not fast, but anyways, we are spending plenty of time on chatting, and that is cool. So we have no rush with those build times. Okay, audio settings. Ta-da! We have audio settings in separate screen, and those buttons are disabled because I don't have Pro feature. And yeah, we were talking about in-app purchase screens, so that's how my in-app purchase screen looks like. I'm offering 7 days trial and kind of for 1 year subscription, but you can see all plans here, and then I have kind of different options as well. Okay, whatever. So I will start free trial to have access to the pro features. You are all set. Cool stuff. And now we don't have banner anymore. Also breaking point. Whatever. Breakpoint. So, and now audio settings will work. Nice. So probably it could be cool to have some notification that settings are not available if you are not pro user, but I would like to add some description what each of them actually do. I don't try to convince you to switch. Okay. Not yet. Will we accept a contract for an app which shares business logic with Kotlin multi-platform? You will have to just do the UI in SwiftUI. No, at the moment. Can you show the project structure? Sure. Currently, it doesn't really matter what kind of project you are asking Ovidiu about, because I do not have kind of time for other projects, and I'm not looking for ways to sell more of my time. Why don't you use Flutter? It is so good. Project structure. So I'm not saying it is the best, it's somehow organized. Okay, what do we have? But I don't try to convince anyone. Okay. So you changed your opinion about Flutter. Oh, that sounds big. So I have screens. Basically, I'm kind of trying to split somehow into the screens. Here I have settings, for example, and here we have settings screens. What else I have? History screens, guidance screens, onboarding screens. I have models for different screens. If that project will be bigger, I would have, for example, settings and then, oh, actually here is already settings view model. So this could go in the separate like models folder, and those views could go into the views folder here, but it's kind of not too much files here. That's kind of fine, you know. And what else I have? Components, those are kind of some kind of button with border. What else not? Stroke style, what else not? Model, that's some general models. What do I have here? I don't know. Just general model, what else not? I don't know. Enums, stuff like that. Custom views, I think that's self-explaining. Drop shadow button, for example, some button. Oh, those are UI kit parts. I don't have UI kit anymore, but basically, so yeah. Outline button, also UI kit, also UI kit. Actually, those can be, yeah, those can be dropped already from the project. Here is button with button with shadow. Oh, my language starts to broke, so it's late. So button with shadow, basically that is just button with shadow. Custom views, what else? Utilities, those are something like timer, time helpers to convert something to something, date helpers, basically date extension. I don't know, stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's follow any best practices, but that's kind of convenient and useful structure for me, good enough for me. So, should the goal of someone who chooses to pursue iOS as a career be to look for a job as an assistant or to work as an indie? So does it make sense to choose iOS when there are so many software areas? Does it make sense to choose iOS? So you should not choose, you can choose anything what you like. You don't need to choose iOS. So I basically choose iOS because I like to work in Apple ecosystem. That's it. If you like to work with wood, become carpenter. If you like to work with backend, become backend developer. If you don't know what you like, try multiple things until you know what you like. And when you know what you like, then choose and do that. To look a job as assistant. I don't know what is assistant job. And working as an indie, that's not easy money and not quick money. What about UI kit? I do not use it in this application anymore. There's a lot of UI kit in there. Where in the market? Sure. In my apps, not anymore. Okie dokie. So, junior. Yeah, sure. You should get job as if you like to become a developer and you would like to learn development, you should become a junior developer because that's how you learn. When you will learn from senior developers, you will become kind of basically who is junior? Junior developer is someone who needs help to work with tasks, you know, to deal with tasks and so on. And you are learning by doing, and you're learning from your senior developers around, and that's how you're learning. And after that you can do something else, you know, whatever. I will web and mobile dev. Yeah, go for it, why not? 8 years in the business and still loving it. Yeah, that's a great job. Yeah, I like it as well. These streams are so good, please do it more often. I will try. I always like to do that, but you know, it's always the problem with time, you know. Folks, but if you will read this, I don't know, year ago, Flutter feels very native. You try to convince me, right? All the components feels like SwiftUI. I really like it. Oh, I don't know. Sysadmin profession. Yeah, that's cool as well, yeah. And in this line of work, you always, yeah, yes, exactly. How to get IDEA for mobile app. Look for problems to solve. You don't need kind of IDEA for mobile app. You need problem to solve. And if your application is solving problem for you or someone else, that can become a business. Creating mastermind group. Yeah. It is something that I wanted to Discord to become, but you know, it's kind of that's kind of tricky thing, you know. I would not like to kind of sound very kind of, I don't know, mercantile or somehow, but basically I kind of see that I have to kind of have some kind of money behind everything I do, not just because of, I don't know, don't get me wrong, I don't need money to have money, but that kind of helps with time commitment, because then you kind of, basically if my indie apps will not make any money, it will be harder to come back and work on them, you know, because today at night I was kind of tired. I decided, okay, whatever, I would like to go for stream, I would like to hang out with you guys, and I would like to work at least a little bit on my application. So I kind of did that because of that, you know. The same with YouTube stuff as well, you know. It's kind of, I like to do videos, but sometimes, you know, you kind of feeling that you do not feel to do that, but that kind of, that you know that you earn some money from those videos, then you maybe will get some sponsored videos that kind of keep you going in those moments when you are down, you know, when you are busy or when you are tired or where you feel that you stretch it too thin and you have different priorities. So, but if there is kind of some money commitment, then it is long-term commitment. And then I don't know if I kind of want to do that. And also it's kind of tricky because that organization, that should be something regular, and those are kind of commitments on calendar. So I was for 3 weeks in Spain. In March I'm planning to go again to another vacation and traveling. So how I will handle all that like that, you know. So it's still on the radar. I would like to kind of grow bigger that solopreneur app development kind of course, to not have just only course, but also to make some community around that. But I still didn't figure out how to frame that better, you know, how to make that mastermind group. And also I don't want to make it free, because one is that kind of commitment, all that stuff, but another, you know, if it is completely free, this is kind of no commitment here, and also it will attract plenty of people who are not kind of serious about that stuff, you know. So yeah, but if I do something and I ask money, I would like to know that I am giving back kind of 2 or 3 times more value than it's money what I'm getting. So I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, but I just wanted to explain myself about that, you know. So we'll see. But yeah, but basically I would like to build that around the Discord, but then I would like to close part of the Discord for that, you know. Yeah. How can I come up with ideas and UI UX part for user interface? So Flutter or not Flutter doesn't matter. For app ideas, there are. Take a look on. I have a course for that, but take a look on my videos on indie app development. I have a playlist on YouTube channel. I'm talking about that. I have a video exactly about that. How many hours you took for coding? Am I coding now? So that's a tricky question, right? Let's create Slack for that, because Slack is business. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, time commitment, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And for me as well, I am already kind of stretching myself quite thin, I'm freelancing, I'm building my own applications, I'm creating content that takes time, Dragon was interested. Yeah. On midnight, 57 people watching. 57, oh, quite a lot. Across YouTube, Twitch and Kik, we have 97 people. Oh, that's quite a lot, indeed. Give me my Slack account some purpose. Yeah, we need Slack because, Slack, that's serious business. I'm not only about selling you courses and stuff. No. For those who are asking about how to get API days and so on, I'm pushing a shitload of content on YouTube. Please go and check out playlists on my channel. In the playlists, actually from home screen you will find it as well. Skipping vlog, come on, can you scroll? Indie app development, here is the playlist about indie app development. Come on, can you? So there are quite a few videos, and here it is 3 years ago. How to find profitable app ideas, for example. How mobile apps make money. What is how to build MVP, stuff like that. Check out those who are asking how to get app ideas, how to start, yada yada. Basically, this playlist is about that. You use platforms to do freelance. I use it. I do not use it. Why iOS developer need a good knowledge of UI UX? Actually, it's not necessary to have it. If you building your own applications, sure, you need to understand user interface, UX, everything, If you're working in company as junior developer, you will get a task and you will get design what exactly you should build, Yeah, Silver, I agree. It should not be a huge group. And it could be great to limit it, but it's still kind of commitment. Paid membership, again, I think that will be some little bit gatekeeper for those who are not serious to just to be serious, about that. And yeah, a little bit to have a little bit more interest. Probably I should put some pool or something to see, or some email, or maybe to see who is interested to subscribe, to see something like that. I completely agree about I completely agree with you, Silver, about not having huge group. And having small group, it's kind of cool, and that could be basically, I don't know, we know each other and some few more guys who could be interested maybe to participate. And for that case, I don't know, that paid gateway is not needed. But then it's commitment for everyone. Why to come together, how to find time to come together, and so on. So basically, you probably unlikely can invite, I don't know, 3-4 guys and hope that everyone will be interested. Guys or girls, sorry. I'm not trying to be chauvinistic, but yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about that. We'll see. What is most popular, most used architecture in iOS? MVC. What platforms do you use to freelance work? Let me give you a video answer to that. Sure, I have a video about that. Let's go to my channel and look for freelance. You can do that as well, just search. And second video here is where to find freelance jobs, my experience. And I will copy link for you. Here it is. Yeah, I think it should be kind of a small group. That's one thing, one way how to do that. Another is kind of to go to the kind of bigger group to do some kind of bigger workshops for this bigger group, do some kind of knowledge sharing, but kind of try to get in that group users together in smaller groups, kind of do some accounting body. It's accountability body. For example, I'm kind of checking with you, Dragon Dust, every week. We just do weekly meetings, and we are just part of that group, but we are each for each other. We are kind of accountability buddies. We are just kind of agreeing what we will do next week, kind of supporting each other, kind of roasting each other, and so on. But then we have this bigger kind of group when we do, I don't know, presenting someone coming doing some presentations. Maybe that's me, maybe that's you who would like to kind of share something, maybe, and then we have some discussions, open microphone, someone asking questions, those who know giving answers, and so on. For those cases, kind of bigger group also will help. But I'm pretty sure we have to limit size of this group, because if it is kind of open entry, free entry, then it's just everyone will come and ask, why do you not use Flutter and which architecture is the best every day? So that should be something more focused. Hey, Paul King, hello. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Sounds like I need to write iBot for Discord. Yeah, I think that could be just a closed group in Discord, and that could work just fine. But I personally not ready for that commitment yet. Starting to develop iOS, your advice most important. Yeah, you're welcome. The question is, what will you discuss in that group? Personally, I like to share solutions with everyone, and of course, you also have to make sure that community doesn't split. I think I personally see that I will go basically just deeper in those topics that I'm already sharing on YouTube. There is a big problem with YouTube. For example, if I'm doing App Store search optimization video, that video should be short. The last video what I did for App Store search optimization, it is something like 15 minutes, something like that. And I just had to run through the process to keep it more or less enjoyable for YouTube. And you have to be on balance, basically, to give information for those who are coming to that video for information, and at the same time stay in the YouTube kind of line to engage audience, to keep it interesting, and so on. On that community, that could be 1 hour long discussion for just that, and also on kind of closed mastermind group, it's kind of less scary to share kind of more numbers, more information, and so on, you know. Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry for doing nothing about that, but it's kind of big commitment, and if you start that, it's kind of, I don't know, no way to kind of close it in a month or two. It's possible, of course, but I would not like to do that, so that's why I didn't start anything. Yeah, exactly. Das ihr business experience, yeah. Discord group would not work. That's the same like WhatsApp groups, because that is just one big chat, and we would like to split, I think, monetization, paywalls, App Store optimization, copywriting, design, gamification. I don't know what else not, you know. There are so many topics in indie app development, business idea validations, shitload of topics. Do you think it's a good deal to buy M1 MacBook with 8 gigabytes of RAM for $975? It's have it costs in the store right now, probably. That's shelf price, I think. Most likely, definitely you can find that machine used for cheaper money and with 16 gigabytes of RAM. So 8 gigabytes of RAM doesn't sound good. M1 MacBook Air for less than €1,000 sounds like great deal, but I'm not really kind of follow prices. 8 gigs of RAM is not great, exactly. User group is great. I don't like user groups because that's one big chat. Oh, falling in love and vision. Interesting. Yeah, sounds cool. Yeah. I'm working as a student on Swift Challenge submission. Can you please guide me as being able to give good worthy submission? What do you mean by guide? If you have any question to ask on chat, sure, I can try to answer. If you expect that I will sit with you side by side and help with coding, we just talking about that, how how very little everyone has time, you know. I see it as a freelance indie mastermind group for those serious about generating some income, passive or full throws iOS sub sales. Yeah. I'm keen to share my journey with others, but not everyone. Yeah, same. Accountability buddy. I think that our accountability buddy is good thing, because there are, for example, if you are sharing or experience with paywalls or monetization, the more data you have, the better, you know. Because if it will be just, let's say, 4 of us, 2 of us, 5 of us, whatever, that's very small kind of group. If we have kind of insights from 50 developers who more or less trust each other and share numbers, so that's huge, you know. But if you would like to kind of have some accountability buddy, so you need 1-to-1 or 1-to-few relations, you know. That's small growth. That's 2, 3, 4 people. That's it. Let's speak again in 3-6 months time. Yeah, we'll see. Thank you, folks. I have i5, 60 gigabytes RAM, but HP. Yeah. What does Apple look in for good submission or for submission? I have no idea. They have some information on their site, but I never read it. Sorry, I have zero idea. Never tried to participate, never read requirements, don't even remember any project from WWDCs. I have no idea. Yeah, we'll see where that will go. I don't know. It's basically, I already kind of spent a bit of time kind of making that indie developer kind of 101 or indie developer course, the solopreneur course. That was already second step. Okay, I did my kind of template in Notion, then I did this course, and that course kind of getting some traction. It's kind of getting sales, and I'm getting feedback, and I had one-on-one interviews with those who bought course, and basically feedback was good. And I see what could be improved, and I see where I could go deeper. And so currently it is question, so what to do next, basically. Try to create this mindset group, but that's kind of regular time commitment. And it is kind of more interesting and possibility to help others and so on, and sit down and discuss real kind of problems and kind of suggest real solutions, or kind of build kind of version 2 of course and maybe kind of make it kind of cohort based course, when we are going through the course together, kind of talking about all those topics but 3 layers deeper. And after that, we still have some community mindset group for those who going through this course. So basically, we already know that those who are in, they are interested because they kind of got this course, learned kind of what we are kind of talking about. So I don't know, but that's basically on idea level without kind of strong plan, any dates and so on and so on. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you for saying that you are interested into that. So that kind of makes me motivation to do not put that completely aside and kind of keep thinking about that. And hopefully eventually start doing something about that as well, not only thinking. Okay, where we were. Did we do some programming here? I don't remember even. What did I do? Audio settings view. Right. Discord is perfect for that free speaking. The group idea might be more focused. So I think those groups, that group could be good. You can do those groups on your own, for those accountability buddies and so on. I think that Discord server, I already have Discord server that could be just kind of closed part of it. Discord server is better for all the presentations, discussions. We can do also, co-working in those Discord groups, all that stuff, Nice music. Thank you very much. That is from Epidemic Sounds. They have nice audio tracks. I like them. Do you have background in some backendage? No. I have background in carpenting, bartending, police, army, product management. What else? That's probably it. My one and only professional programming job is iOS development. I am jack of all trades, I know a little bit about everything, but not backend. Okay, so how can I show that nicely? So we need probably some header, maybe, just to make it look nicer. How can I some description here to look it nicely? Share your first iOS job experience. Sure, no problem. Here it is, Upwork. Electric EVC cost calculator. That's my first project. Got $200. That's my first iOS job. Freelancing on Upwork. I feel like backend is simpler than iOS development. I bet you could get into the fairly quick if needed. I don't know, yeah. So if backend is just, databases, moving data around, all that stuff, so maybe I kind of spend some time with... Oh, see you, Foxbit. Yeah, bye-bye. See you. I spent some time working with core data, so those also databases. Core data basically is layer on top of SQLite. So yeah, I don't know. Back in my product management job, I wrote some scripts to fetch data from MySQL databases just for business analytics and so on. So I don't know. I know, but I know nothing about backend and database security and that, you know, I don't know. I think it's doable. I think I could do that, but I will not lie that I'm very interested in backend development. Audio settings, audio. So this pro settings currently is mix of, I don't know. So feature requests, I wanted to kind of have it very visible first, but now I will move it. Now I will move it to the support part, support and resources. I will go to the very bottom because I have plenty feature requests I don't need. Many more, let's say so. So feature request will be hidden here. What page tools you use for UI icons, assets? Currently for this, what you see here, that is, where it is? Did I close it? SF symbols. Come on. Okay, here it is, SF symbols. I just was looking for that audio and I found that AirPods icon. And I have that AirPods icon here. I just added it. All of those are SF symbols. This is just text. That's just imagery. That's it. Here, let's remove those breakpoints. Here I have some images, but for images I am using my own photos or I am using something from Unsplash and so on. Oh, thank you, King Joe. Nice. Glad to hear. Thank you very much. So yeah, I have nothing else. All those here in the tab bar, those are SF symbol icons. In settings, also SF symbol icons. Yeah. Do you ever share your video making process? No, actually no. It's nothing fancy. I have Notion for organization, all of that. I have Notion for my work on Freelance app. I have Notion for my video projects. Here, for example, I have backlog of ideas, I have content calendar and so on. So this is, for example, my ASO YouTube video. Here I had some research, but that's more like kind of creating content. Here is research. Here I kind of was looking for thumbnail example. Here I was looking for some videos on the topic. And here is my script. Basically, I wrote some script what I would like to say, to do not forget what I want to say, and so on and so on. So that's kind of preparation. Editing, I don't know, nothing fancy, just using Final Cut Pro, editing videos, publishing on YouTube, that's it. But yeah. But I do not create any content exactly about how to record videos, how to use camera, how to record decent audio and so on, because there are so many channels who are doing just that, you know. That's kind of not my type of content, so I do not do that. But also I do not do anything specific. Okay. Quality is high across all the board. Mic video now. Oh, thank you. Nice. Yeah, it's, I don't know. It's kind of, I learned everything from YouTube, and yeah, some camera basics, how to use cameras, how to have decent audio, but that's more like gear stuff, so stuff like that, you know. No one nowadays using Objective-C anymore. Of course, Swift. Hey, Nicholas. I have quite a bit of Objective-C in one of my applications, not my customers' applications, but we are eventually will replace that Objective-C with KeyVVM, Kotlin multi-platform mobile code for business logic. So I don't know, Objective-C almost never is using Objective-C nowadays. So for this screen, functionality works. I removed the audio settings to this screen and that still is working, that's fine. And Pro settings still looks a little bit messy, but way more cleaner than it was before. Probably I will leave it as it is for now, and I will come back to this tomorrow with some fresh data for design, because I need to make it look kind of a little bit nicer. I would like to have description as well. Here we have just basically naming of each toggle button, but no description what this background audio is doing. And I don't want to kind of add some text wall here, so maybe that could be some I button for information and some pop-up. No, that's not cool. Okay, I will think about that. Basically, I would like to make it informative and looking nicer, and I will need to add 2 more switches. Okay, I'm done with my coffee. I could go to sleep. Okay, let's commit this. What I have here is good enough for commitment. So you're getting into motorcycles, yes. Any idea on what bike you plan to get? Would also be cool to do some video of riding if you ever get the time. Yeah, we'll see how that will go. Probably I will rent a bike for first year, because we have services which are renting for 5 months and so on. Basically, you can just rent a bike for season. And here in Latvia we have, for example, this dude bikes. They have renting. Basically, you are paying monthly fee. It's not cheap. It's how much? 650. But again, that motorcycle costs something like 8k or something. Sure, you can buy it, but you can rent it for 4 or 5 months for summer. Maybe I will do that. And if I will not rent, if I will buy, then I'm looking on maybe Tenere. Actually, I have a spreadsheet, of course, for that, but whatever. Let's not go in details. Maybe Tenere. And if I will get motorcycle, definitely you will see videos on the channel about it. I only need screenshots. What tool do you use for yours? I use it Figma. I think that Figma for my previous screenshots. And you can find different templates for screenshots. Let me see. How can we get home? No, not team. Ivor's team, yeah. No, drafts. Yeah, here it is. So I use it template like that, but I don't like it anymore. So here are my kind of app screenshots. So you can see basically Here is my freediving application, here is my this application, but this template is kind of, it looks dated already. So, and I used lately Pixelmator Pro, and Pixelmator Pro has built-in template for screenshots as well. Do you prefer Figma or Sketch for design? I used SketchUp much more because Sketch was first. So here it is, the template. Basically you can use template and kind of, they have it built in Pixelmator Pro. And I used this template for my latest screenshot. So, I don't know. It looks kind of more modern, I would say. So, and I know better Sketch, but lately I'm using more Figma because Figma is free. For me, free version is good enough, and community around Figma is kind of more active. But I started with Sketch and I kind of was sad to see that Sketch kind of is behind of Figma, at least in community aspect. Your webcam is sharp. Sony, yeah, it is Sony. It is Sony, and I have 20mm 1.8 lens on it, so it's quite decent camera. T-shirts. I just have random T-shirts. Most of them are gifted by my wife because I'm very bad at buying stuff for myself. Any tips of getting into Xcode? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm using Xcode forever, you know, since iOS 4, iOS 5. I started to learn iOS development back then. So there was learning curve, but I don't have any kind of quick tips. Just get course which starts from basics and learn it. Do you have any data experience on the conversion? So we can take a look actually. So it's a good question. Let's take a look. So I'm running App Store page optimization experiment for one of the applications. And so here I have this, which you say this kind of more modern kind of view, and here is more simple view. I have no idea what is current status. Let's go and take a look. I checked it a few days ago, but I don't know what we have now. So it's kind of, yeah, there was a peak when I started the experiment. This top line is that more simple kind of screenshots. There was plus 13%, and now it's kind of going back to the around 0. So looks quite similar, you know. No big difference. And yeah. Yeah, that's it. So looks quite similar. Experiment has just different screenshots. Yeah, not kind of really different screenshots. It's kind of also frame around them. Let me show one more time to you. Product page optimization. So yes, screenshots basically. Here we have just more simple screenshots, but with text on top of it. And here we have kind of a little bit more, I don't know, fancy kind of screenshots, kind of split picture into the two screens and so on, so on. So yeah, I don't know. I personally prefer this one, but and there is one flaw. The bigger screen kind of shows those screenshots, the smaller screen shows old screenshots because I was lazy to make two sizes. But I just kind of assuming, whatever. Most of the users already have kind of iPhones without buttons, so YOLO. Maybe it will depend on app. Sure, that depends on a lot of things, you know. App, what else not? I don't know. But you saw the result. I don't know, test is ongoing, so I will be happy to see that those 13+% are kind of staying here, but that didn't happen. Currently it's kind of back to the, basically back to likewise, back to zero, you know. Pixelmeter looks great. I have 7-day trial period to do my screenshots. Yeah, and Pixelmeter, I don't know how much it costs now, but when I bought it, it was $20. It's no-brainer. I am using it for my thumbnails, for many things. For example, in thumbnails, I'm editing picture editing I'm doing in the Lightroom in Photo app, but for example adding the text, all those arrows, remove background, stuff like that, that's quite easy to do in Pixelmator Pro, so I'm using that instead of Photoshop. Even I have Photoshop license as well. I'm using Pixelmator and it was $20. I don't know how much it costs now. How would you approach ASO for app where the keywords regarding the topic have popularity rating of mostly 5 and 7? One keyword has 8. That's very small popularity. I generally, if we are talking about ASO mobile, I wasn't looking on keywords which are in popularity below 50, but different tools have different kind of rating, so I'm not sure what that means in this case. But you can always try to find kind of better keywords or long tail keywords. Yeah, that peak was kind of very promising. I was kind of, yeah, I have a decent % increase in my downloads, maybe in revenue, but that kind of went back to normal. Okay, we're streaming probably for about 2 hours already. Oh no, probably even more. It's almost midnight. I have to go to sleep because I'm waking up at 5:30, something like that. So I have less than 6 hours left to sleep, so it's last minute to go to leave the stream. So thank you everyone for coming. It was a while since last stream. We'll try to do those streams more often. How you come across around Bakery? Yes, I probably have it installed. But that was for icon only. No, didn't? Bakery. Yeah, I have that up. Yeah, I have that up. But that's for basically to make quick iPhone. Oh, they do screenshots now as well. That's new. That's new. Because, yeah, that's cool. I didn't know it is here. I used it for icon, but I'm pretty sure I didn't saw screenshots in it. Cool. Cool stuff. Thanks for sharing. Mastermind tip. Thank you. Okay, I have to run. Really, it was great to catch up with you. We'll try to be back next week. I'm trying to do weekly live stream, but you know, it's challenging. We'll see how that will go. Okay, Bye bye everyone. See you next one.